don't have a college degree and you want to make $50 an hour, or maybe you do have a college degree, but you're still looking to up that income to $50 per hour, I do have a side hustle or small business for this video that brings that in because I've done it. However, a prerequisite is that you've got to be willing to put in that work in 2025. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Now, about an entire year ago, I made a video talking about ways that I've brought in a substantial amount of extra money every single month by doing little things here and there on the side throughout my life. One of those side hustles that I participated in was cleaning on the side, and this specific way that I did it brought in $50 per hour. I'm not only going to talk about how you can get started doing this on your own, I'm also going to go into detail on companies that are hiring for this specific type of position if you're not ready to get started doing this on your own just yet. So stay tuned for that's going to be towards the end of the video. All right, now before we get into all of the beginner guide details, I want to give you guys a quick breakdown on what exactly this business is and how you can expect to make $50 an hour. When I participated in this apartment cleaning business, what would happen was an old tenant would move out and an apartment would need clean. Typically, the price point for these apartments is $150 to $250 depending on the apartment and the apartment size. For me, by myself, it would typically take me anywhere from 2 to 4 hours to clean one apartment. So as you can see, 2 to 4 hours at $150 to $250, you're making a good $50 an hour. Now, if you were to start doing this and you were to gain a clientele, let's say you were working 20 hours a week, okay? 20 hours a week at $50 an hour equates to roughly $1,000 per week, and that equates to $4,000 per month. Now, if you could use an extra $4,000 a month, keep watching. Before we dive into the very first thing needed in order to get started doing this, I'm going to place PDFs of everything that I mentioned in the description box down below for you to have for absolutely free. I put them together myself, so that way you have them, you can click on them, download them, have a look at them, so that way you can have a little bit further information on this business and what to expect when going into it. Now, essentially, the very first thing that you're going to need to do when starting a business or starting a side hustle like this is you're going to need to understand your market, and you're going to need to understand the business that you're even going into. Once you have a further understanding of your business, you're going to be able to market it properly, and that's one of the most important components. Now, a cleaning business in general could be several things. It could be personal homes, it could be cleaning offices, it could be cleaning businesses, and it could be doing what I did specifically, and that is cleaning apartment complexes for when tenants moved out and new tenants were coming to move in. Those apartments need cleaned, and that's what I did. So the very first step is choosing your specific avenue of cleaning before you get started with your business. Once you know your avenue, then you're able to move forward into marketing. A little further information if choosing apartment complexes is that you're going to have to prepare to clean whole apartments. They will be empty, but you're going to be cleaning things like bathtubs, toilets, stoves, refrigerators, countertops, windows, vacuuming, mopping, also probably cleaning things like ceiling fans, just deep cleaning an entire apartment whenever somebody has moved out. So these are empty apartments, and you're going to be going in making them spick and span for people who are moving in. I do personally feel like apartment complexes are probably one of the more easier to market to versus personal homes and things like that. So if you're just getting started doing this and you're really trying to decide what avenue to go into, definitely consider marketing, consider the area that you're in. That's another big deal. And then from there, once you've decided and let's go ahead and move into how to market your business. Before we do that, whether you're just getting started or you've had a business for a while, or you're just looking to get organized in your everyday life, one of the most useful and time-saving tools on the market today is a tool called Clickup, and they are the sponsor of today's video. Clickup is an amazing all-in-one productivity platform that I've personally incorporated into my own business. It keeps all of my work organized here in one place, and it ends up saving me a ton of time. One of my favorite features of Clickup is their whiteboard feature here. I love to use this for my monthly goal setting because it allows me to create like this digital visual for all of the things I want to achieve in the upcoming month. So for example, for the month of January, I have the goal of creating at least 7 videos. I can then add these post-it notes, connect these ideas for each video, and then I can go in and pin sponsorships to each video idea as well. I've also downloaded the app, so if I have an idea on the go, I'm able to just open up my app and add it onto my whiteboard. The reason this tool is so applicable to new business owners is because it allows you to accomplish a ton of things in one tool. You're not only going to be able to set those goals with their whiteboard and create that amazing visual with their whiteboard, you're also going to be able to go in and create daily to-do lists here, effective marketing plans. Once you have a team, you're going to be able to start distributing tasks amongst team members, and it's all in one platform. My personal advice is that you allow Clickup to help you get more done than 99% of people. You can go to my direct link in the description box down below, also here on screen, and you can use my coupon code Kimberly Mitchell to get started for absolutely free. If you end up loving it like me, you can use my code also, and that's going to give you 20% off of any one of their plans if you decide to upgrade. I'm going to place on screen right here a flyer that I pre-made, and again, I'll place it as a free PDF in the description box down below for you to have an idea. But when creating flyers or marketing material, I definitely recommend taking into apartment complexes. That's what I'm really going to be focusing on in this video. Apartment complexes. When you're going into these businesses and marketing your services, you're going to want to have professional looking physical material to give them, okay? So a good way to do this is to have flyers printed out. They are going to have all of the information on them, the services you offer, your price point, your contact information like email address, phone number, things like that, for them to be able to reach out to you and get in touch with you, and your business name. And just like the litter cleanup business that I talked about in a prior video, a good way to market these types of services to businesses is to go in and to talk about the benefit of your service. Just, hey, I'm so-and-so, this is my business, this is what I do, this is a great benefit of using our services. We do promise 5-star cleaning, we do promise 100% satisfaction guaranteed, things like that. And then here's our information. Do you guys currently have anybody who cleans up for you when old tenants are moving out? Or are you looking for these services? Or if you do run into any problems with the current people that you're using, give us a call. Here's our information. You know, quick, simple, easy. You don't have to sell yourself, but just show the benefits of why they may want to choose you. Now, to create a flyer like this for yourself for absolutely free, you can use design software like CANVA. They're going to provide you with the option to do free marketing material. You can create it and design it directly through Canva, and then once you have it designed, you can download it onto your computer, send it via email, and go print out via Staples or other printing software that you can find online. There, you're probably going to be getting a much better deal when you're looking online. However, if you're looking for something quick, you want to get those things printed quickly, you can always go to places like Office Depot or Staples to print them. Marketing may take a little bit of time in the beginning, but once you get that very first client, it's your time to shine, okay? It's your time to show them what your business is all about. Give it your best, and then you will start getting those repeated customers, and then from there, your business will start expanding and growing. All right, total upfront business costs for this specific small business is going to be roughly around $250. That is going to include things like marketing material, also your cleaning supplies that you're going to need to get started in the very beginning. In the very beginning, you're going to need basic things like gloves, glass cleaner, oven cleaner, basic counter cleaner. You're going to need things like paper towels or rags, floor cleaner, sponges, and other things like that in order to get started. I'm going to place a completely free PDF for you to have a general idea of what it is you would need to get started in my description box down below. You're going to want to make sure that you're incorporating costs for things such as gas when you're doing that in-person marketing, but all in all, I felt like a very good number to start with. A realistic number would be around $250 to get this business going. Now, the formation of an LLC in the very beginning is completely up to you. I'm not going to recommend against it or for it. For me personally, I would probably want to have one. That way you have an official business. However, it's not required until you actually start bringing in that income. So in the very beginning, beginning, it is completely up to you. There are many options for free when it comes to getting an LLC, and all you would end up paying was state filing fees. I'm going to have some options again in my description box down below. All right, you have your very first client. Now what? My advice in this small section that I want to go over when you get your first client. When you have your first business and they say, okay, yes, we're actually in need of some new services, or we were just looking into some good services for this in our area, we want to go ahead and get started with you. You have that first client. Make sure that you are very clear with them on their expectations, okay? So they're going to go over what they're expecting from you, but make sure you're very clear on what it is that you're going to be cleaning, what it is that you're going to be having done for them, also the time frame that they're needing this done by, all of that good stuff. Make sure that you're clear on their expectations, and then make sure you're meeting and going above their expectations. You want to get a good first impression, and you want that lasting clientele from this business, right? You also want good word of mouth. You also want good ratings. So you're going to want to make sure that you're going in there, you're giving it your best, and you're actually pleasing that first client. I also just want to briefly point out, you want to make sure that you're answering in a timely manner. So make sure you're having your phone, your emails, and make sure you're answering people in a timely manner. Make sure you're also checking for any updated information from the company via phone and email often. From there, you're just going to want to keep repeating the process and continue growing. But now let's go ahead and hop into some companies that are hiring for a position such as this. If you're not really ready to dive in, take the leap of starting a small business, even though I estimate costs really won't be that high. If you're not really sure yet, you kind of want to give the business a try. There are ways that you can start doing this on the side or full-time if you're looking for a great paying full-time job. There are companies that are hiring for this. So for me, all I did was go here to Indeed job board. So it's just indeed.com, a way for you to find cleaning service jobs in your area that you could participate in. You would just want to go in and put cleaning services in the job title area. Then you're going to want to go on the right, input your location or the relevant area in which you're looking or seeking work, and then just select enter. As you can see here, it brings up a ton of different types of positions, but let me go ahead and show you exactly one where it kind of gives you a great option and pretty good pay. This one right here that I found in Norcross, Georgia. Housekeeping, house cleaning, pays up to $800 a week, which would be $3,200 a month. It's full-time, no weekends, no nights, fuel reimbursement, paid time off, referral program. It also gives you a lot of information down here, details about the job. This is just one that I found. I have found tons. There's bank cleaning jobs, there's cleaning services for apartment complexes, there's maid type jobs, and most of the ones that you're going to be working for another company pay pretty decent depending on the area that you're in. So this is another option if you're looking to get started and you don't really want to start your own business yet. You could do this as a side hustle on the side. Many of them are hiring for part-time as well. All right, everyone, I hope I gave you a complete rundown of what to expect with this side business, what to expect when going into it as a side hustle or a part-time job. If you find you have any questions while watching this video, drop me a comment down below, or just drop me a comment to say hi so that YouTube can push this video out to others who may want to hear it. As always, thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I do look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.